Hello people, it's Mikko from Finland, and a nice practicing after work day. It's two days and then I have 5 hours English training coming, so this gonna be the last final practicing, and of course tomorrow a little bit also. But thank you very much people that you are right now and right here. My name is Mikko Janen and this is our second training day, and it's nice to be here. I hope guys that you can recognize that I have learned some English after our training day, last training day, and I want to tell you something what I did after August. I have recorded over 100 English YouTube videos, and it means that it's I don't know, maybe 200 or 300 minutes for English training. And last 2 weeks I have practiced these 5 hours, and I have like quite good self-confidence right now, and I can handle it without Elina. And today we have nice training day coming, and we have a nice agenda, and shortly if I want to share it to you, there is a couple of main things what we practicing and training today. We will check back to time and our August training day, and it means that we try to solve and find out what kind of things we learned during this Nordic Business Forum journey. Of course, I want to share you a couple of new things, new ideas, new tools that you can do your next plans and future plans, because everybody I think want to grow and develop and going on. And after that we have like lunchtime. It's pretty good too. Also, I think while at lunch we can speak a couple of Finnish words. I don't know, maybe not. And last thing what we will do today is double checking common and like personal things what we have learned during this our project. But it's interesting because in Finland, when we have like big like corporate or company project, and when project is done, we don't have like time to sit down and like think what we really learned during like project, and this is the time when we can sit down and think what we really learned. And why it's so important, you know, make some reflection and think, learning. It's this metaphor like a puzzle, and you can think that your learning is like a piece of puzzles, and it means that like for example leadership. When you start lead people, you have like some basic skills, and you build your like leadership day by day, and you know grow day by day, and you will be a better leader. But the problem is that when we learn something, you get your learns like a piece of puzzle. You get some bites, some ideas, maybe there you can maybe find some answers when you Google something, when you can get some advices with your coach or your work friends, or for example, and it means that you get like a small bites everywhere. But the important thing is that when you get your like pieces, for example leadership like pieces, small bites, and when you collect them, you can make some like a big picture, and something is coming up and seems like brighter when you train something. And it's same kind of situation when you build your puzzle. You have bytes and you try to solve and connect the bytes. And after you connect something, there will be like a clear picture and what something happened. And today we try to, you know, solve and try to find all pieces what we have learned during this project. And the first thing what we will do today, it's a pressure test, but it's quite long pressure test. It's like 5 minutes, and we will make like small groups, 2 or 3 people, and we have to solve this piece problem together. So when we do some project, there is like 3 ways to think how we handle like project. And the first thing is like knowledge. We need always some knowledge when we do something. For example, if you want like to write a book, you need a knowledge, and you have to know your subject if you want to write a book. But then you know, for example, you need skills. You need skills to write understood text, and you need skills, you know, do like perfect sentences and all that stuff. And then you have also need an attitude that you will, you know, will do your project ready. And maybe you have some deadlines or something, and you have like attitude and a power that you can handle it. And in Nordic Business Forum, we also need some knowledge, some information. It's very important, and we all know it's very important to know some things that everything is going well. But also we need some skills. Some skills what help us that we can handle our project. And then there is attitude, the power who gives what gives our energy, and we can and continue forward, and we want, you know, push our project ready. And now the first thing is that I ask you one question, and the question is very easy, but it's difficult to answer. And the question is, if you have 100%, and you have, you know, think how you use your 100% with these 3 poles, how many percent you will give, like knowledge? How important it's 30%, 20, 10, I don't know. How many percent you will give skills? That everything that you have some skills. How important is that we have some skills? 5, 50, 20, something. You have to make your decision, make your choice soon. And of course there is attitude. How many percent you give attitude? How important is attitude that we handled our project and everything went so well. Okay, thank you people. There is our answers, and we understand how important attitude is. And now we continue our training, and I want to ask you one question. What like expectations or wish and goals you have this day? What you want to learn with your work friend? Okay, thank you very much. And this is quite interesting also, that there is like 3 ways to think how we manage our project. And if you think your personal development, there is like 3 ways to understand. You have like energy, you have time, and you have like opportunities. And how you use your more energy. it's very important to understand that you get your power. You had a power to smile. You had a power that you done your work well. You used your time well. You studied maybe something. And then you use your opportunities well. When your work friends came that and they want that, hey, can you give me some feedback? You maybe had the time to give the feedback. You had the time to lead. Maybe someone use the time maybe not so well. Maybe use time, play PlayStation or Fortnite play game or something. But the important thing is that we handle it our time or manage opportunities and our energy. And the first thing is understand. Now I ask you the question: what is your wishes, your goals, and all that stuff? How you use your time. But what you learn today is the first big question. Okay, thank you very much. And now you see one picture. This is our favorite town in Europe. It's Croatia and Split, the town called Split, where I find also my Squishers. I don't know how I spell it, but it's Squishers. It's Henkselit. It's Finnish word, and there is a nice picture. It's this river. It's like this boulevard. And if you see this picture right now, what you see there? And I want that you write one thing up to your paper. What you see when you check this picture? It can be something very small or something very big, but I want that you write one word down to your paper. What you see when you check this picture right now. Write one word, what you see there. One word. And now I want that you can share your answer to your homie who is sitting next to you. And if somebody have the same word, I want to give you some sticker. Okay. And this is not important that you have the same word, and this is not necessary. But there is one thing what we have to understand. If I show you the same picture right now, and I have moderated a little bit, and I show it right now, you see this fucking big yellow sun here. It's too big and it's too bright. And if you see this picture a first time, very first time, and there is the sun, I think that many see this the sun because it's so bright and it's so big and it's unreal. And maybe you answered hey, I see this sun. And this sun is like a target. We all have when we live our life, we have this all a big picture. But we have find the targets where we want to watch and check, and we want remember it all the time. And it's a good target. And now it's time understand what is our sun, what is our most important lessons what we learned during this training day, this Nordic Business Forum project. Okay, thank you very much. And there is also one Google study, and I mixed it, and I don't give you right answers right now because you have to work it and find right solution and right answers. But Google did a very nice study, and they tried to find. It takes like 10 years, fucking 10 years, that they find this list. So they tried to find what is like good leader. And I give you the last two things, like these two things what you see there, and there's this green tab. They are like the 9th and 10th, and they are right answers, and I will give you two right answers, and it's like this 9th and 10th. Because Google found out 8 most important leaders' skills, and after they did these studies, they thought that they have missed like a couple of points, and they put those two things there, and that's why I give this to you right now. But there is this eight things, and I have mixed it, and now we try to do like a small team like competition, and you guys try to solve what is this right order when you see these 8 things. What is the first and important, what is second important, and third important thing? You understand what I mean? So you guys have to try to find out the right order. And if somebody group can manage and handle this thing like that you find 3 or more right answers, I will give you a Linda sticker. And this is very good review. Thank you very much. And now it's time to continue. And now it's the most important thing today, because we try to find out what is the most important Nordic Business Forum skills what we have learned during this training project, this seminar project. So we have to work out and try to find the 5 most important things and how it's gone. First, you have like a personal task with your work friend. So you have like one you have to try to find out 3 most common things and skills what we learned. Yes, I know there is 5 things, but first we try to find out 3 most important. We have 4 groups, A, B, C and D, and you guys have like the same question. What is the most important 3 skills what we learned during this project? And when you guys are ready, A and B, you have get the 3 skills. You have get 3 skills. Then A and B, you guys go together and try to find. You have 3 and 3. You have to try out and get the 5 things, common things. And you guys C and D, you do the same thing. And after this, you have also one personal task coming, and that's it. That's the main thing, because then you can realize what you want maybe develop after this training day, and what is your strength and maybe your weakness. Thank you very much. And now we have, and now you maybe think what you want to learn, what you want to develop, what is your thing, what you want to do in future, and maybe you want have some tools that how you can manage to handle your thing like the real life, and you get maybe you can do like new habits and you can learn something. And you, if you want to learn something, you have to create a system that it helps you when you have like a bad times or good times and what else times. And that's all. And hey, I'm back to home and it's over 20 minutes right now. I continue tomorrow and I finish my training, but it's going quite well because I have this last one coming up and I will practice it, but it's going quite well. Thank you very much and have a nice evening. Over 20 minutes. Yep.